A group of mentally ill patients came to the Oklahoma Capitol yesterday chanting, "We have the right to cut our balls off and lop our breasts off."
Oh, I'm also a drag performer.
Very angrily. Wouldn't that be considered a Trans-Surrection? I'm Jazz Borganzo, and this is What's Next. Hey, what's up, guys? Jazz Borganzo, What's Next, your daily. Hope you guys are doing well today on this Wednesday. Well, normally I would do my daily twofer, 2 videos a day, but I've got time for one. Unfortunately, my day job calls. Oklahoma. You think of, cowboys and yeehaw and on the prairie and great barbecue and trans madness? Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Yeah, they have them in Oklahoma as well. Well, there was a little incident yesterday at the Capitol building where you had a group of mentally ill patients came to the Capitol to protest and chant, well, cutting balls off and lopping Susie's breast off. We have that right, they say, because the Oklahoma governor says, don't think so. Chaos ensues. Let's take a look. This comes out of Breitbart. Pro-trans demonstrators occupy Oklahoma Capitol to protest bill defending children. Yes, let's defend children. Oh, no, says no, the trans community will take care of your kids. Trans lives matter. Yeah, that is a thing. Demonstrators occupied the Oklahoma Capitol building yesterday to protest Republican-backed bills that would ban sex change operations for those under the age of 26, not under the age of 18, which is considered technically adult. Oh no, we're going a little bit further. We're going to 26 because, yeah, even as an 18-year-old, you're still mentally deficient. About 150 protesters from several different organizations occupy the interior rotunda of the Oklahoma Capitol yesterday, the Daily Mail reported. Protesters from Oklahomans for Equality and Freedom, Oklahoma, began their protests outside before moving into the Capitol. The demonstrators were protesting multiple pieces of pending legislation, including Senate Bill 129, which would prohibit doctors from providing gender-affirming care. Remember that? Procedures or referral services relating to such procedures, anyone under the age of 26. Quote, the bill would further authorize the state's attorney general to enforce the act, and those found guilty of violating it will be guilty of a felony or subject to license revocation. A description of the bill adds, the Oklahoma State Legislature has not yet voted on the bill, but many expect it to do so. Meanwhile, organizers of yesterday's event called the legislation genocide, claiming that measures to prevent children from receiving, yes, from your getting Johnny's balls lopped off and Susie's breasts lopped off, services will drive them to suicide. Being that right now, the transgender community, which represents 0.3% of the country, is at a 4-to-1 suicide rate versus the national average. It's called facts. Oklahoma Governor Kevin Stitt doubled down on his plans in this State of the State address, where he said, we must protect our most vulnerable, our children. After all, minors can't vote, can't purchase alcohol, can't purchase cigarettes. Well, unless you do it illegally, of course. We shouldn't allow a minor to get a permanent gender-altering surgery in Oklahoma. Amen. He also went on to say, that's why I'm calling on the legislature to send me a bill that bans all gender transition surgeries and hormone therapies on minors in the state. I will not be intimidated by partisan interest groups or make decisions based on groupthink or woke mob. I added that in. Check them out. Yeah. Has a nice little ring to it, doesn't it? Okay, we're done. My thoughts now. Again, Tranny Madness, of course, has swept the country in the last few years. You would think that of a supposed 150 people that stormed the Capitol Rotunda, similar to what happened on January 6th, a little bit of a riot, as they say. That one of them, maybe two, maybe three, maybe four, at least, would have said, you know what? Maybe they have something here, because if you're under the age of 18, you really don't have all your mental faculties there yet to make a life-altering decision that will change your life and that will eventually ruin your life. As we've seen eyewitnesses and those who've experienced this firsthand have heavy, heavy regret on their hearts. They made mistakes. They try to rectify those mistakes. But when you go, it's one thing to go therapeutic, when you're doing therapy, to dial it back, to say, you know what, let me stop right here before I go any further, because right now what it's doing to me, it's effing up my body. But when you go surgical, when you go that extra step, and then you try to reverse it, that is when chaos ensues. And sadly, we're seeing this too many times. How many hospitals, how many clinics are pushing for this and still push this nonsense, this garbage, this destructive, demonic behavior, even with legislation passed? See Tennessee and Florida. As great as their intentions are, you're still going to have those who are going to do it, quote unquote, under the table, behind parents' backs. And then when you find out about it, parents, it's pretty much too late. But I'm glad the governor of Oklahoma, Governor Stint, is actually doubling down, tripling down, holding his stance, and says, yeah, you know what? I'm here to defend the kids, so you all. But that would have just been Governor Jasper Gonzo here. And with that being said, I'm Jasper Gonzo, of course. This is what's next. Want to see more just like this? Please leave a comment below. Like it, share, subscribe to it. And we'll catch you guys next time. Peace.